At a place where we just had a gravel pit. We're extracting gravel for the roads, and it could be the perfect area for us to talk about soil. As we have learned before, the soil consists of the O horizon, which is the organic, where the leaves fall and the trees. That's interface between the ground and the trees. That's where the trees start. That's the O horizon. That is the O horizon. You see the trees there, and that blackish part. It's a small little bit. It's a small few centimeters. That's the O horizon. Then we get down here. That blackish stuff, we call it the A horizon. Then we go down a bit. It's a B horizon. And then this whole part here, this rock that you see, is C horizon. That's the parent rock. And if I get closer, on this one you can actually see the soils. They're much more like building blocks, underneath. That's what it's like underground where we are stepping. And you can actually see that the trees that are there, the pine trees, they've got kind of like a fibrous root system. You have the taproot going down, and then you have the roots lateral. So all those roots are mostly for what you call, the taproot goes down to fetch water. Then these fibrous roots that we're seeing in that AB horizon, those are the ones that give the tree food. And then on the horizon, that's the interface where the leaves are falling and the grasses are. You get an interchange of nutrients. When the grasses and the leaves fall, or dead trees, they release their organic matter, and it meets the inorganic matter from the rock, and then that forms the O horizon from the dead leaves and thing. Then you go, A horizon is the interface where the organic matter and the inorganic matter meet and change to make soil. Then you go into the B horizon. It's more of the inorganic, most of the inorganic, and a little bit of organic material also in the B horizon, a little bit. And then you go into C horizon. That's the rock. And you can actually see there the roots penetrating the rock structure to get water, to get food, to get minerals. And then in this portion, the roots are right up there, a small bit. That's the rooting horizon. And then you get down here, it's the C horizon, just the rock. And then something interesting is happening here. You can see that the moss, maybe let me get it closer. These little guys, the moss, they are the pioneers. They're starting to break down the rock to make soil, because this soil, after the excavator had done the digging, the soil is exposed, and with the water and the atmosphere, these guys are coming in to start soil formation. These little guys, the little mosses and so on, and these guys are making. Then you also get the algae coming in. After the mosses come in, then these guys, the pioneers also come in, the little plants, they come in to inhabit, and there you start breaking down the soil, and the soil is starting to get formed from the rock interface. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's happening here. The transition from a rock to forming the soil. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of chemical reactions going in here. We will talk a lot more about forestry and soil and soil formation and soil science in the later videos, but this is just the beginning, introduction. The O horizon, the A horizon, the B horizon, and the C horizon. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.